Wondering how is the professional life of a logistics supervisor going to be like? Well, if you're wondering how to step into the career of a logistics supervisor, or even if you are already planning to go ahead with logistics itself, you can consider watching this video till the end, because in this video we are going to cover the major topics which we all have in us in regards of questions, which are: what are the skills that are required, how much are we being paid, and what are the job roles which are aligned with this, the careers which are related to logistics supervisor. All of this you are going to get through this video. To get into a brief perspective, you are going to understand who is this logistics supervisor, what are the skills required, how you can become one, and what are the job roles which are aligned with that. And additionally, we are going to answer your question, which is: how are these logistics supervisors paid? How much is their salary? So all of this we are going to cover up in this video. So stick on till the end to not miss any section of the video which we are going to present. With that note, I would welcome you all to Freshers Know channel, where this channel is providing you with all of the informative videos regarding careers. So why take a chance to miss it, right? Let us go ahead with the introduction part, which is: who is a logistics supervisor? So if you're already in the role, and if you're already proceeding with the role, you can understand different parts and responsibilities that you are handling on a day-to-day basis. If you're a beginner, consider yourself that logistics is something where you would be overseeing regarding shipping and delivery of particular items or products to whichever company that you're working. So representing the company in relation to the delivery and also how the further process of delivery is further made is taken up in logistics. So with that note, you also have to understand you are not just sticking on to the role of logistics or sticking on into the department of logistics. You have to be further elevating. So that is how you become a logistics supervisor as well. A logistics supervisor essentially would be overseeing shipping and delivery of materials and warehouse personnel, and then they would be actually working in the warehouse settings, where they would be looking in for the retailers and wholesalers who are wholly involved into managing the loading of trucks, setting up the delivery routes, and also unloading of the material. So you have to understand as to what are the different products that the company is working, plus what are the further retailers or the wholesale market people who are being aligned with the company itself. All of this has to be taken care of a logistics supervisor. So what are the skills that are required to become one? Customer service, shipping, logistics, management regarding operations, people management, transport, and inventory control. All of these are not just considered to be skills, but these are the core foundations where you need to understand as to how you have to manage them on a day-to-day basis, how you are implementing them, having hands-on experience on making sure that you are practically involving these skills into action. So if you are interested to become one, you also have to understand what does this person actually do. So what does this person actually do? Here's what he does. He or she, being a logistics supervisor, commonly known as supply chain managers. So they are already on an elevated level, mainly primarily responsible for overseeing many steps which are required to deliver a finished product to a consumer or a customer or a particular delivery place that they are in charge of. So if you are interested to become one, consider these few points along with the skills that I have already mentioned. Having in-depth knowledge of the consumer goods of the industry, having solid understanding of the logistics and inventory management software, so that you should know as to how you are processing with the material, and then outstanding analytical problem solving skills and also organizational skills which will help you to stay focused and also be aware and cautious enough as to what you are further taking charge of. Exceptional verbal and written communication skills are must, because you don't want the other person to misunderstand you, or you don't want any miscommunication arise between you and the person who is further working or in charge of the process of delivery. Right? So you should be well versed enough in how you are communicating to the other person. And alongside with that, you should understand that there are various other job roles which are interlined with it. You can also consider them as the day-to-day responsibilities or careers which are included inside them. Verify inbound and outbound deliveries as meeting specifications, and then further check into the returns. oversee the work areas, cleanliness, safety and other rules regarding the regulations, and then complete paperwork which includes work orders, shipping address, delivery address, and then inventory address, the materials, income, outcome. All of this has to be taken care by a logistics supervisor. Now that you have understood the major section of the role of a logistics supervisor, you also should understand as to how much they are being paid. On an average basis in India, a logistics supervisor is paid 2,60,000 per annum. And wondering how is your life going to be over the years? A professional graph, a pay by experience, is going to look something like this. You might see a leap of growth, or you can see a little bit of slight fluctuations in between. However, a logistics supervisor is much needed in most or many of the organizations out there, because there are many companies who deal with products, with outsourcing and managing all of the shipping and delivery products, and also looking up into major products which high in demand, the brands which are working. All of this need a logistics supervisor to work within. And apart from this, in whichever place that you belong to, you should also understand how is that place is paying their logistics supervisors. Hence, we are now going to understand location-wise pay scales. Starting off with Mumbai paying 2,50,000 per annum, and then Chennai 3,93,000, Bangalore 3,60,000, and then Pune 1,93,000 per annum, and Delhi 5,89,000 per annum. And if you have any company in your mind, here's what you are going to get now. Company-wise pay scales. You are going to get a very brief idea about how Ultratech Cement is paying 3 lakhs per annum. And if you have any other opinions regarding this, please do place them in the comment section. If you're already working in some company as a logistics supervisor, place your pay as well in the comments so that even others would get an idea as to how much they will be further paid in the near future. Or even if to the beginners, this video would be rightly helpful with all of your facts and day-to-day responsibilities. And any questions, do place them in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer you. Thank you so much for sticking on to this, and stay tuned for more informative videos like this by subscribing to Freshers Now channel.